Well, welcome again, all humans, all people of Earth. At these end times of a cycle and the beginning of the next, once again, let us revisit that much misunderstood book called the Book of Revelations, also known as Elzoli Injiyl, that was sent as a guide in these last days of times of religion and belief. Now, this book of Revelation is translated by Dr. Malachi Z. Master Teacher. And it was translated for the Holy Tabernacle Ministries, H.T.M. And I want you all to bear in mind, please forgive any errors in this reading as my own and not the author's. And I suggest you get a copy of this book by Googling All Eyes on Egypt bookstores. In front of you, you'll see a copy of the book, and in the background, you will see the many depictions and forms of Dr. Malachi Z. As a master teacher who is here in these last days of time to help guide those who want to know of the straight and narrow path to salvation in these last days of times. And for telling the truth, he has been wrongly accused and imprisoned for 135 years, the case of which is still being fought by people who love Dr. Malachi Z. and what he stands for. There we have a picture of He's Innocent and Egypt of the West, which he masterminded in America, and our holy land that we built and was destroyed by the forces against us Nuwaubians. At the front of the book here we see a picture of the receiver, John, son of Zebedee, and Salome. Then a picture of the translator himself, Dr. Malachi Z. And on this page, it reads, L's Holy Injiyl, the Book of Revelation, and ancient script, L's Holy Injiyl, translated by our Savior, who is Dr. Malachi Z. known to us through the years as Al-Sayyid Isa Al-Hadi Al-Mahdi, in brackets Islamic, Rabboni, Yashua Bar El-Hadi, Hebrew, Amanub Ro'akhta, in brackets Nubian, and Amar Utu, in brackets Sumerian. Just a few of the titles that he has been known by. Now, there is a huge introduction to this book that you must read to get a full understanding of where the translator is coming from. I'll just read you a snippet at the beginning where it states the personal note from the translator. And it reads, "These words are faithful and are facts beyond a shadow of a doubt, and Kurios Theos of the souls of his servants sent his messenger Malachi Zadok to teach his servants about that which must come about soon. Close quotation. Now, what is most remarkable about this book, the book of Revelation, is that anyone who has always been a member of the Ansaru Allah community, Nubian Islamic Hebrew Mission, now known as the Holy Tabernacle Ministries of the World, knows that Dr. Malachi Z. York's translation of the book of Revelation was first published in 1979 AD and then revised in 1984 AD. At the time of the two releases, there were actual facts foretold that hadn't happened yet. These facts are also mentioned in these current release. But now, these events that I foretold have come and are still coming to life with names, dates, and pictures. We now have the problem of people thinking that this information was just inserted, when in actuality it is only verifying what I've been saying for years. What you will find within this book is information that I have been pouring forth to you since 1968 AD, some of which hadn't even begun to happen yet. Sorry, let me read that again. Some of which hadn't even begun to happen yet. However, I knew that the day would come when all of the prophecies of the book of Revelation would be fulfilled. My job was to warn you, and I have done and I am doing just that, giving you the right knowledge that I was bestowed with by the Most High, Anu, Elyon, Elyon, El. I don't claim to be. Don't make the mistake of thinking that the predictions and prophecies are the same. They're not. As I've tried to convey to you many times before, I simply predict from the scriptures. I am not a prophet. Even though I have been saying this over and over again, people still don't seem to believe me. I even stated in this book, let me read that again. I even stated this in a book entitled, I Don't Claim to Be. That was published in 1979 AD. Now in the year 1996 AD, with only a short 4 years until the year 2000 AD, I have resolved that I will record these current events anyway, to show you that these are the last days, and my predictions are coming to pass. There is nothing that I have told you over the years that hasn't showed its face to you, and if there is one that you can find, trust me, it is just a matter of time before it all unfolds before your very eyes. Watch the news. Everything is happening right in front of you. Yet, some of you are still bound under the spell of Kingu, in brackets Leviathan, so that you can't even see, and in brackets, refer to Leviathan scroll 666, the spell of Kingu scroll. Number 15, parts 1 and 2. And lastly, in this short reading of part of the introduction, it states in quotations, He that hath an ear, let him hear what the angel says to the people. I will, this is the reader here, I will continue to make a video of the remainder of the introductions at a future date. But I really want to get into the meat, the heart of what this book has to say. Let me just give you a quick, brief account of how the book is laid out. It's with headings. This is chapter 1. And on the left-hand side here is the Greek transliteration. And on the right here is the Ashuric, Syriac, or Arabic transliteration. So there are